Hey folks, I told you I'd go live today, and here I am. Crafty cottages to myself today. Although I did come in and do a little playing, and I snapped a picture for you guys, and then we went to support the local volunteer. Well, let's see, who was it? The VFW for the veterans, and we went over and they were doing pulled pork sandwiches or pulled pork dinners for lunch and dinner tonight. So we went up with the kids and we all had a pulled pork sandwich, and it was wonderful. Very yummy. It was done at the Red Buffalo, which is, I don't know if you've heard me talk about it, but it's a local brewery. And they have the best chocolate stout. I don't like beer. I am not a beer drinker. Ick. And most beers just are disgusting to me. Like, can't do a Bud Light or a Coors Light or any one of those. But the chocolate stout, it's called a Val's chocolate stout. Mwah. Love it. It's kind of heavy, but I don't like it very carbonated either. So the flatter it gets, the better it is. But I didn't have Val's today. I actually tried their shandy, and I had a little bit of a blueberry seltzer or a blueberry something mixed in with it. So I had a half a beer and I had my sandwich and I loved it. It was great. Nice, fun, barely raining, kind of cloudy day, but it was great. We got to support some veterans and it was a nice take. So good job. Very good. If you get a chance, go out to Red Buffalo. They're going to be doing it until I think 8 o'clock tonight. So anyway, support your veterans. Yay. Also, if you've noticed on my personal page, I am a LOPA volunteer, and I changed my profile picture to have the volunteer thing. So I'm going to be focused on one of the podcasts that one of the ladies there runs for congenital heart defect patients and organ donation and what it means to them. And I'm on for April 20th, I believe. I'll send out the link when I get it because I haven't heard it yet. So anyway, I'm sure they're still trying to work on that. The video and the interview when we did was pretty rough. So anyway, back to today, we're going to talk about pansy patches, or the pansy patch. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's the stamp set. It's the Pansy Petals suite. I'm going to talk about what all is in this suite, what it comes with, what you can do with it. I've been playing with it for the last 2 days. I'm not quite crazy about the leaves in the stamp set, but the flowers it makes is beautiful. So I'm going to switch you over to my desk and you can see my crazy madness that I was doing earlier today when I posted that picture. And we're going to put a pansy together so you can see how they look. I am using retired vellum. I have seen where they've used clear vellum, and my thought process is if you like what I'm doing, you can use clear vellum and just put some color behind it. You can use any of the Stampin' Blends and it will make it a permanent color. So we're just going to imagine that I used a clear, let's see, what is this? Vellum. A clear vellum, and I punched this out, and it's in So Saffron. So we're just going to imagine that. Okay, I'm going to flip you over. And let me find the window. There we go. Now you're onto my page. And I'm going to have to remember that this is the spot. I have a hard time remembering, so I'm going to kind of put this right here so I know to show things here. I always have a hard time. I play here. You can't see it, but you can see my fingertips. But all right, I digress, and here we go. This is just my bow maker. Don't mind it none. I was using it earlier. So this is the Pansy Patch stamp set. It is really cool. It gives you all these options to make big flowers, little flowers, tiny flowers, and little buds, and then some stems with it, and some great leaves. The sentiments, the little things you do make such a big difference. Love you much. Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you are you. Thank you. Happy birthday. A little hello from me to you. And adorable stamps. So in the stamps, what they have done, I'm not uber crazy about this particular thing because I like to put a self-adhesive magnetic sheet over here. And well, now that they're putting the images on the back of this, which is on the back of here, so you see if I took this out, they would be there. So they're putting it where you can just put it directly on your stamp cases so nothing falls out. Great idea. Love it. But I don't know if I'm live and I don't know if you can hear me. So let me make sure that that is actually working. It says I have audio, but I don't see that I have audio. I'm hoping I do. It says I'm live, and if you're here and you can hear me, please tell me, because I want to know. I don't want to record this for nothing. I'm looking for it on my page. Here it says I'm live. I'm going to turn the volume up.
But
yes, I'm live and you can hear me. Okay.
Let me make sure. Please tell me.
So there, we are live and you can hear me. Yay! I have it on my phone now so I can see your comments as well. I'm trying to find somewhere to put it so I can read them. There we go. Okay, so they're doing this now and I'm not crazy about it. I actually sent them a message that, I put adhesive here. And so what I had to do was I put a cardboard piece from the back of one of our old retired stamps or our DSP. They give us that cardstock. So I put that on the back of my adhesive magnetic sheet and I made my own and I've wrapped it in this. Now in this set you get all of these dies. I'm going to move the stamps out of the way. So I've got some of the dies it takes to make this pansy flower, which is this, and 2 of those. And then there's another little tiny one right here. That's what you use to make this pansy flower. Then you get all of these, which this, and this actually cut out some of your stamped images. It'll cut out some of those completely. Oh, we need this too to make a flower. And then you've got these for your leaves. You've got this for a little tiny one. I don't know what I did with my tiny one. I had a tiny one. Oh, here's my tiny one. It makes this little guy right here. Layered up. And then you've got your leaf, both the leaves. This is the big one, and this is the indigenous. And then you can cut out your stems as well. I didn't do any stems. I just wanted to show you the petals. And I'm going to show you 2 cards that I did with the stamped images. Well, 1 card. This one I did, it's just a card front. I don't have it on a card base yet. This one's done with the lovely layers and some of the DSP from the daisy patch paper, I guess that's what they're calling it. Or the pansy patch paper. And then I've got just Whisper White and then some stamped daisies that I've done. And then I've put some bling on it. So, and this has got Blackberry Bliss, the Fresh Freesia, and the Pale Papaya as my ink colors for this one. And I like this card. I didn't think I'd like it. I'm not crazy about some of the stamped images, but it came out really cute. So I cut all of these, stamped them, and that was 1 card I did. I'm going to do a blog on it when we're actually allowed to show you those. And I'm going to show you the actual DSP. I got to pull it out because I don't have it all sitting right here. Okay, so here's one side of the DSP. Not too thrilled about that, but I'm sure it will be great with some flowers. Then we have this, which is pretty. I like this. I could use it as a background. I could even cut out some of that. Now, some of these are able to be used as a cutout. Then there's this one, which is just a gingham. And that's the Fresh Freesia in white. And then there's this one with all these different colors. And then we have one that's Calypso Coral. And then this one can be all cut out with some of the dies. We'll cut these out. So you could use these in a actual card as well. Which I may do that with one of these because I'm not sure what I would do with this. So I'll cut these out and see what we get. Then we have this one. This is pretty busy. I've seen a couple of cute cards done with it where they've done just a pretty sentiment and left this as a background. Cute. I think it's cute. It can work. And then there's this. This is pretty as well. Simple background. I believe this is in Bumblebee is the color that they've used for that one. And I'm trying to get to the rest of them. Then there's the leaves. You could cut these leaves out with the leaf die as well. So we could cut all of these leaves and then cut those daisies out or pansies out and we would have a great card. Here's the back, which is the soft succulent and gingham as well. We have a pale papaya in the gingham. And then we have these as well. Another set of just pansies done up. And I think that is all of the paper. I'm just double checking because I've used some of it, so I didn't want to duplicate what you see. So that's the DSP that just slipped off my shelf. That's okay. That's the designer series paper that I've used here. And here's another one. I actually did this one with dies. These flowers, this one especially, I think it's this one. I don't know, one of these, let's see, I can tell you about the thickness of the cardstock. One of these was done with watercolor paper. I had some watercolor paper that I used to make, I don't remember what flower or what I was doing, but I made some tulips. And I used watercolor paper, and I had leftovers, so I actually used this and punched out the pansy. And I think they came out super cute. It was this one because I don't have the two pieces here. So this one was done with watercolor paper. And I just added a little extra color, and I think it turned out absolutely stunning. I really like the paper look on that. And this one I did with watercolor, sort of. I used alcohol in my water painter, and I just put a little ink like I would for watercoloring, and I alcohol inked it. So it came out really cool, and it's permanent. It's not going to go anywhere, and you can do that with regular cardstock, and you can do it with the shimmer cardstock. You really could do it with any color cardstock. But what I did for these is, this is just vellum. You can see this is vellum, and then this is in So Saffron freesia, the fresh freesia that just came out. And then we have Blackberry Bliss, and then I did some Blackberry Bliss lines with a gem in the middle, a gold gem, gilded gem in the middle for the center. So I think it's super cute. This one is done in petal pink vellum, and then a polished pink trim, and the center again is the Blackberry Bliss. And I used a little bit of fresh freesia blend on it just to give it some lines. I really didn't need to, because this die, when it cuts out, I don't know if you can see that. See all those dies? That is actually embossing your entire cutout. And here's the other one. It does the same thing on that. These all have embossed on them, and these are the other parts. So you need two of these, one of these, and two of these, and one of these, and one of these. So basically we're going to put a flower together while we're sitting here. So there's my pink, and if you look, I don't know if you can see it very well on this camera, but there is an indentation on that petal. And it is on these as well, and you can feel it. You can see it really well back there, but I also have a piece of leftover stuff. So there's those petals. Now we're going to put this together so you see how to do it. I've got my fresh freesia and I'm looking for my other one of these. It should be right here. Could be in the pack. If not, we can always cut another one. It's okay. We can do it. Up here it is. It fell. So here we go. We've got the other pink. And I'm going to just put this together. I'm using regular Tombow glue. I'm not doing anything fancy. You could cut this all out in your, using the adhesive backed paper. And that would be great. But I don't feel the need to do it. I don't put a lot of glue on here. You could use the little thin glue so it's clear when it dries. But Tombow dries clear too. So I'm not so particularly worried about it. And I'll show you a trick. If you get any little adhesive anywhere on your flower and it becomes sticky and you don't want it sticky anymore. So we've got the trim that's going to go on the petal. We have two of those. And let's see. Just put a little more glue here. And I will do a short little video. I'm going to show you the alcohol thing that I did. I did some butterflies with just alcohol inks. And I watercolored. I did it with the alcohol in the watercolor pen. Or in the painter. Or whatever. Aqua painter. It's called an aqua painter. They changed the name. They went with something different. And I still have my old ones. And I have some others from other companies. So, you know. Now we're going to use this big one on here. On the other sheet. Or the other piece. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue. You know, a little dab will do you. I think that's a Brill Cream commercial. My daddy used to sing that to me. Brill Cream, a little dab will do you. Oh, yeah. Reminds me of my grandfather and my daddy. But that's all right. Good men, those two. God rest both their souls. So there we go. This one's going to go right on top of it. You can see I have a little glue. It's okay. It's going to dry. And if it stays sticky, we've got a way to fix that. So we've got those two done. And now that we have these two done, I'm going to go ahead and put my center in last. Where's my center? My center should be... Oh, I did not cut the centers. That's this one. And I'm going to cut two centers out over here. Because, you know, I have it in the Blackberry Bliss. And this would be a perfect opportunity for me to pull out my little tiny cut and emboss machine. But I did not do that before I started because I was such a hurry to get here and have fun with you guys that I didn't pull it out. So we've got our little black one, or Blackberry Bliss. I'll put that on last. Let's put these together because this is kind of funny how you do it. You could put this all the way so it meets here, and then you have this one so it meets just like this, just barely touching so it just overlaps. So now I've been doing it with a glue dot. I know it sounds crazy, but I have these really big glue dots and they work great for it. So I'm going to put a glue dot on here. And I know I have a lot extra on this glue dot. Is put it on the back. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them in here. Now I want to pay attention to where I'm putting this. I really should do this when they're together, but that's all right. Trying to make them give me some of that adhesive, you know? Not wanting to give me the adhesive. So I'm going to get my scissors because the adhesive is really seriously stuck. And that's the problem with it, is it really sticks well. And you just kind of want it to go to the back, but you want it not to leave a lot of room there. So I might need a little adhesive back here, which is okay. I can put more glue. And I have smaller glue dots. It's fine. So we've got the little ones here. I'm going to use my pick tool for this because, you know, it's hard to get those glue dots out. But as you work with these and you play with them a little, you'll get the hang of how to put these together so that it works for you. And I love when you do them like this. It will actually curl up on its own. And now since we have that glue dot in the middle, it's not very sticky back here, but we have that dot right there. So it's literally going to hold part of this for me. No, it doesn't. It's a lie. It's a figment. I'm going to use just a touch of glue to make it work. And we're going to put this on here. Just like this. I make my little lines meet up right here in the center. And it covers over that. And now you have something to cover. That glue dot will be great for a gem or whatever you want. I have these. I have the in colors. These right here. I'm going to go with this yellow one. This pale papaya. Make sure I got the adhesive off of it. And I'm going to stick it right in the middle. It'd be better if it was a little bigger. The die set does have something that goes in the middle. I don't really like that. I would probably put more than one. I'm going to take it off because it's too small, in my opinion. Then it's just too small of a gemstone for that. And I'm going to go back and put something a little bit bigger. And I like the yellow because that's just what, you know, pansies are, yellow in the middle. And we're going to put this right there. And you see how I still have a little glue and it's a little tacky? Here's the way you get rid of it and it doesn't really mess with your project. If you still have your embossing buddy that you had from long ago, just tap a little of that on there. It takes away the sticky on the front and the back. You could leave the sticky there to be able to adhere it down. And then you just dust off your sticky, because it's just filled with cornstarch. So there you go. a cute little pansy. It's got all the detail in it. The detail does show up a little more when it's not in vellum. But there you go. That's the pansy. We can go ahead and do one more since I have it already cut. Why not? And I have everything we need. Again, you're going to just take glue on the back of each of the edges. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot. If y'all are there, please leave a comment. Let me know you're here. I'm so happy I'm actually able to get on live. I'm going to probably start doing them random times on a Saturday because it seems to be the only day I can get some time in here. Saturday or Sunday. And, you know, Sunday is a church day. And I know a lot of folks go to church. So if they're going to do anything on Sunday, it's going to be Sunday night. And, well, Sunday nights are my quiet time with my husband. That's just the way we've always rolled. So we'll have to do Saturday random pop-ins. And sometimes I might change and do a Sunday. Who knows? But so far, I think we're going to stick mainly during the week with just pre-recorded video that I might be able to get. And I may even try to start doing some that speed up, show you how to do something. And there's not going to be any words or anything. It's just going to be you getting to watch how I do it. And of course, if I have that up there and you don't understand something, by all means, please let me know. Send me a question. I will be happy to answer it for you. I had one lady the other day who sent me something on Pinterest. How on earth did you get that die cut so... Well, she didn't know it was a die cut. She wanted to know how I got the edges of that cardstock in a Cricut to do what it did. And I said, well, it's because it wasn't done with a Cricut. It was a die. But thank you for asking. And, you know, no question is a stupid question. Because the most stupid question is the question that was not answered or not asked. So now we've got all of these on. We're going to go ahead and do our dot again. I'm going to do these two first. And then add this last, just to give me some more, give me a little more idea of how I'm going to put this together. You could use glue. You could use smaller glue dots. You could cut this glue in half. My glue dots are really huge. I don't know if you can see them on there, but they're really huge. So I tend to, I don't like doing it with these because it, you know, they're big. They're huge. And they're hard to, oh, there comes the rain. So if it fuzzes out, it's the rain's fault. So we've got that like that, and we're going to come put this here. So I'm going to take another glue dot. We're going to put this just like that. So I'm going to put it right here in the center. Kind of makes your centers a little bulky, but you know, that's okay. And I mean, I kind of like this little open right here because, you know, real pansies, they actually have that opening right there. And then I use glue for the centerpiece. We need to cut another center. So where is my little tiny, here it is, right here on top, right on my big shot. Because I haven't bought the big one. I'm hoping by the end of summer I might actually have a new one. With us doing our quarterly meeting in July, I'm hoping that I'll be able to have a lot more stuff to show you guys. And this is going to go right in your center. Just like so. And if you wanted to close this gap, you could put a little glue here. That's up to you. And again, I'm going to use the big gilded gem because the other ones just are not great. So there's the other flower that I've done. See? We've got a plethora of pansies. And there is one more thing that comes with this suite that I did not show you. Just need to find it again. That's not them. Little trinkets. And I know I set them over here in the corner. Here they are. They're bumblebee trinkets. These little guys. So you can see those. Aren't they cute? They're adorable. Little gold. Everybody needs a little something gold. I mean, honestly, you could put these in the middle of your thing and have a butterfly flying around, or a bumblebee. Because, you know, bumblebees like the middle of flowers. Let's put you back so you can see my ugly mug. All right. So that was my sample for you, just to see how to put one together. You've seen the cards. I will be doing some more stamping with them. I don't know what I did with my sample of stamped images that I had for you, but I will get those up when I post a blog. We have a stink bug up there. Yucky stink bugs. But anyway, when I get my blog up on these, when they actually let me to, I don't think they'll be available for me to do until May. But I will put these up, and that way you guys get to see what they look like and what everything does, and I will put samples of the stamped images with you. The colors in the DSP that go with it are, as soon as I can find it, that's not the right one. Where'd it go? Here it is. The colors that are in the DSP for this particular pack that match are Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evergreen, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Soft Seafoam, Soft Succulent, and Whisper White, which could also be the basic white. Pretty damn close. Anyway, that's it. Oh, and here you go. That was my last shot. I have gotten both my shots. Tuesday will make 2 weeks, and then the first week of May, I will not be doing any lives in the first week of May. I will be going to visit my best friend. I haven't seen her in several years. I didn't see her much before we moved because she moved to Texas, and I moved here. So I'm going to go see her in Texas. Who knows if I'll get a chance to pop over to Louisiana. It's about a 5-6 hour drive to her house, so not sure that I'll get there, but if I do, yay. But anyway, I won't be live that week. So, May 1st through May 8th. No Amy. Might pop in every now and again with a hi, how are you? But that's it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the petals. The Pansy Patch or Pansy Petal Suite, whichever one you want to call it. Y'all have a wonderful weekend and enjoy. I'm going to play a little more in my craft room and come up with a card for those beautiful petals that I made. Y'all have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.